Okay, so what we've got here is a barred rock chicken egg that is fully developed, and the chicken is starting to hatch. And you can see what he's done is he started with a little hole on this side, and then he zipped a circle all the way around to this side, and now he's getting ready to push that lid off and come on out. So we're just going to sit here and watch him. It can take 20 minutes or so, although he's getting pretty close.
Don't expect this video to be too short.
That's right. And I've got Monty, Eli, and Everett here with me. They're watching too.
I'm operating the lights.
That's right. Lighting by Monty.
He's coming out. He's coming out. He's coming out.
And the reason...
He's coming out.
Hey, and the reason it's kind of misty here is I'm doing this through a window in the incubator. It's hard to see. And you hear Eli and Everett cheeping. That's because they're talking to the chick. If everybody's quiet for a moment, we'll hear the baby cheeping.
We heard it.
Listen, I want the people in the video to hear it. Do you hear it? There's also music in the background. That's not the chicken.
That's not the chicken. Oh, come on.
I heard the shell crack a little bit.
Yeah, come on, chickie.
When they first come out, they're really floppy. They look like there's something wrong with them because they don't have very much control. Monty, focus on the lighting, please. He was demonstrating the flopping of the chicken. Off camera.
I saw his beak. I saw.
Okay, son. That's not necessary.
I could see his beak. It was kind of greenish. And he's a black hair. For a second, whenever I saw him.
Focus on the lighting.
Sorry.
I think the lighting works best if you shine it directly on the cardboard and not on the egg. Like, I think. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Come on, baby.
Oh, I see his mouth flipping.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I
Can't see his mouth from over here. We're going to look at him from the other side for a minute. Is this the side his... I don't think his beak is on this side.
Yeah, he poked it out earlier.
Did he? Oh, maybe he's spun all the way around. He may be spinning around in circles.
Actually, I can't see his beak.
Oh, okay. So is he zipped all the way? He sure is. Look at that. He's cracked it all the way around. Full circle. So I've got them here in an egg carton.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, here he comes. Come on, baby. Please stop jouncing the
He has a yellow
thing.
He has a yellow under his black. He has yellow under
Oh, yeah?
his black.
Here he comes. Oh, there's his head. The head is out. And just like human babies, they're wet and scraggly when they first come out.
His eyes aren't open.
Are they not open?
Humans, they don't go, wah!
Right. Focus on the lighting there, please. And now he's going to rest for a little while. That's pretty common, too. Eli, please stop leaning on the...
Is this everyone?
told you to go wash your hands.
Yes, but someone was in the bathroom.
Okay, do not touch anything. And don't lean on the metal.
Can I even touch something?
I'm going to try and get whatever that is off. I can't. It's on the inside. So there's his little head. Eli, you have time to run and wash your hands while he rests. Everett and Monty, stop leaning on the crate. Thank you. Looks like he's just going to take a little nap. We're going to come around the other side and look at his face a little better.
You can see his eyes are closed.
Are they? He's taking a little nap.
Yeah, and also,
sweet baby.
Why is that even a little pokey thing down?
That little pokey thing is our thermometer.
I know, but why?
I'm going to move it over here.
Have to have it.
Okay, baby. Okay. There we go.
Mom, would it be okay if I put the light down that little hole?
Sure, try it. It's a little bright right on the shell. Makes it hard to see. Yeah, that works better. Then you can see there's a couple of... Oh, there he goes. Come on, baby. Come on out. Come can see there's a couple other eggs in here. The one on the far left has a little dent in it. That's where the baby has poked a little hole.
The far left white one?
No, this one over here. So what happens is when they fill up the egg, oh look, you can see the line. I've drawn a pencil line around the top of the egg shell. That's the edge of the air cell. Inside the egg there's where the baby is, and then there's a membrane that separates the baby from an air cell that develops. When they're ready to hatch, they poke their little bill into that air cell. They have to break that membrane. And at first they just stay inside the egg and they breathe the air. It's just like a human baby when they're born. Once they start taking that breath of air, they've got to breathe air. And so they stay in that little air cell for a little while and they rest, sometimes 24, maybe 48 hours, before they poke the first hole in the shell. When they poke the first hole in the shell, it lets more air in, and then they rest again, because hatching is hard work. So after they've rested for a little while, usually again about 12 to 24 hours, then they start zipping that lion, just like this one did, and doing what this one is doing now. Once they start zipping, it's usually 20 minutes to an hour before they're all the way out. We came in on this one, it had already been zipping for 5 or 10 minutes.
That's why you need these plants like that.
And I wish we had a better view. I'm going to try the other side again. Alright, coming around the other side. You can see there's the incubator. There's the cast of characters. Monty's gone in the kitchen. And they're still jouncing on the dog crate that this sits on top of. And I'm going to have to come around the other side again. There's the crew again. There's the crew. Hello. Hi, guys. Hello. And somewhere, oh, there's the dog. Okay, back to the chicken.
Yeah, back to the chicken.
And he is, oh, look, he's struggling. He's trying to come out.
Don't you see his wing is yellow on the very tip?
And this is very normal for it to take a little while. He's doing great. He's a good boy. Look at that sweet, or girl, actually. We always.
I see his crack. I see that crack.
Okay, we always sort of hope for hens, because you can really only have one rooster for every 5, 10, or 15 hens.
That's why we kept the one rooster and had rooster.
Everett just said that's why we killed the one rooster and had rooster. We had rooster
because
soup.
he was mean. He attacked me.
Yeah.
Move your eye.
You guys, seriously, you're jouncing the thing, and it's
probably in 3 days we'll be able to hand over. I just saw, Mommy.
Just a minute ago.
I just see the yolk, the thing.
Oh yeah.
Inside. Oh wait, some of that yellow might be actually the yolk, but it actually looks like it was the feathers, but it might have been the yolk.
Hey Eli, do me a favor. Will you go get a damp, not wet, a damp rag, and so I can wipe down this window and maybe get a better view? Let's see if we can get any better light in there. So, oh, he's taking a little nap and I'm flashing a light in his face. Sweet baby. Aww.
He just wants to get out of his eggshell. It's so ow in there.
So while he's resting, let's take a little tour of the incubator. Right here in the top, see that black thing at the top of the screen? That's the fan, and it helps to get the moisture, the temperature steady throughout instead of having pockets of hot and cold air. And then, let's see, this is my hand wiping clean the window because it gets really dusty. And we can clean it from the inside after the hatch. Maybe next time will be better. So there's that, and then on the top, you see we've got our thermometer. Right now it says 99 degrees, which is perfect. On this hatch, it's been fluctuating between...
He's moving,
oh,
he's
there
moving.
It goes.
He's moving.
So fluctuating between about 97 and 101, which are all acceptable temperatures, but not ideal. It's much better to stay steady at 99. I couldn't get my incubator to stay steady. I think there's something wrong with the thermostat, but it was good enough for some of the babies anyway. So that was, oh look, there he comes. Oh, there's a little wing. You can do it, baby.
Yeah, that tiny egg, we we think it's dead.
You can do it. Yeah, one of those we think died very late in development. So we started with I think
But
was
there's
it 10 eggs?
Yeah.
I think we started with 10 eggs. 4 of them were under one of the hens.
Also, that one right there, he's breaking out. He's breaking out.
The other egg?
Yeah, he's
Let's have a look.
He's
Let's
pipping.
see.
They're talking.
Look at that.
He's talking. They're talking.
Excellent. That's the one that had just a little pip. They do talk to each other. When you have multiple eggs hatching at a time, they will
They're
sometimes...
talking to each other.
The late ones will hatch faster
They're
because they hear the
talking
other
to each
ones.
other.
So,
That's
I
why
don't remember what I was saying about the temperature.
Two.
That's okay.
One.
Oh, here he comes. Come on, baby. You can do it.
He's all weird right now
do it.
until he grows up.
Yeah, so in about 2 hours, he will fluff up. He'll dry
more
out
apples for
and
you.
fluff up.
Look, no, I mean none. There's a half an apple there, and you didn't finish eating your hot dog either.
And in the background, you can hear the
Take your plate.
paterfamilias getting on to the youngest about
Take your
apples.
plate.
Oh, I saw his beak
Oh, sweet.
I saw his beak poking out of the pip.
Whose plate is
Yeah?
it? That's your plate, Monty? Eli brought his plate back
So
here.
again, real quick
With a hot
tour.
dog on it.
So that was the thermometer, and right here, this is the thermostat control. It's very low tech. It just says increase, decrease, and you just have to measure that temperature and let it stabilize as best you can. And inside is a little wafer that controls the temperature, which is about as technical as I'm going to get because that's as much as I understand about it.
More? Look, he likes the light.
Hey, baby.
He keeps poking his beak out because he wants, because he wants to talk to like 5-minute order chicken.
Mimi, you're still leaning all over the dog crate and making it bounce.
These two will be almost exactly as old as each other.
Yes. Come on, baby. So some people lay the eggs on their... Oh, there's a little foot. Hey, little
No,
foot.
that's a wing.
No, there's a foot over here, baby.
Oh.
2 little feet. Some people lay the eggs on their sides to hatch, and I used to do that too, and they'll come out faster. Oh, look, there he comes. Come on, baby. They come out faster when they're on their sides. Then they kick the other eggs around and can sometimes cause problems for them. So I like to keep them in the cartons. It takes a little longer for them to get out. It also means they're a little bit stronger when they first get out. When they finally do get out, they've already built up enough strength that they don't hurt themselves as badly just jetting around the incubator because they've already got a little bit of control.
And this is the first, and the incubator is the first thing they see.
Yes, the incubator is the first thing they see. So this batch of babies is going to go under a mama. So I've got that mama hen. We started with 10 eggs, or however many it was, 11 maybe. And we put 4 of them under her. And she had trouble keeping them warm. She's a first-time mama, and there were some issues with the nest box that caused some of them to kind of fall out of her range and be difficult for her to manage. So they all died, or they didn't develop really. And then a few of these didn't develop, and a couple of them died along the way. So we're down to 4, one of which we think may be dead. Or is it 5 that are in there? There are 5 in there. One of which we think may be dead. No, how many are in there? 4? How many, Eli?
One, including the cat, the hatched one.
Yes.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 of them. And when they do hatch, we're going to try and give them to that mama. So she's still sitting on a couple of eggs that are not any good. And so tonight she's going to get a surprise when those eggs transform magically into babies. And this will be one of them. Sweetheart.
So we're gonna take.
Look, he's so tired.
So we're gonna take out her the eggs that she's actually sitting on.
That's right. We'll take out the ones that she's sitting on and replace them with babies.
So there's 4 under her, right?
I think there are only 3 now. I think one of them got so rotten she kicked it out.
Okay, so we'll give 3 of these guys to her.
We'll give all but the Cornish cross. That one's going back to Sal. So he gave me an extra egg that was one that he wanted to see what would come out of it. And I can bring it back to him and the guy that I got the eggs from and trade it for another breed. So when these guys get done hatching, which will happen the next couple of days, we're going to start another batch of eggs. They're over here. They're in a blueberry container. These are quail eggs. They are very tiny. You know, put your hand in there so they can see how tiny they are. And multicolored.
This is actually Chinese food.
And they make delicious food, yes. The Chinese eat a lot of them. And we love them boiled. But not this batch, because this batch is fertile and we want to hatch out some baby quail. Those are quail eggs.
He knew that every single one of these is fertile.
He thinks that at least most of them are. They're from hens that were in with a rooster. Here he comes.
Baby. I want to see baby quail. I never got to see one.
Well, we will.
They're like that.
Hi, baby. He's working so hard.
I know they're
Hey, baby. I'm going to try the other side again. I think I might be able to see better.
Yeah, you can see higher.
Hi, baby.
This is the only thing that she actually thinks exists right now. She doesn't even know what exist means.
Eli, please stop leaning on the crate. Every time you do that, it jolts the incubator.
But you can see
Oh, a little nap. We'll take a little nap.
You can see there are the veins in that membrane.
Yeah? See how this one over here is doing. Yeah, that's pretty normal for him to just punch a little dent and then to expand it into a hole and then later and then to take a nice long break. So it may be 12 or 24 hours before that one comes out. Hello, baby. He's looking up at us. Hi, baby. Hey, baby.
Mommy, why don't people just help them get out?
Stop bouncing on the crate. Why don't people help them get out?
Yeah.
That's a great question. And the answer is that you can actually really hurt them trying to get them out. You can kill them, actually. I mean, at this point, not so much. At this point, we could reach in and pull him out. Two things. One, we don't want to open the incubator because we don't want it to dry out in there, because then it can dry out the membranes for the other eggs and make it hard for them or even impossible for them to get out of the egg. And two, here he comes. Here goes the baby. We don't want to... there we go. If you try and do it early in the stage, you can kill the baby because they have to stop the blood flow to the membrane themselves from the inside. If they don't do that first and you break a membrane by cracking open the egg, you can kill the baby.
I think once they've pipped.
Once they've pipped, you can usually help them with some success. Come on, baby. Please stop messing with the crate.
But they won't get as strong.
They won't, yeah, and then they just, right. And also it means you have to open the incubator, and I don't want to open the incubator because that can compromise the other eggs. Now he's kind of out of my range here.
Go on to the other side.
No, sweet baby.
And you don't want to put something to dry out, or it might dry out the other eggs.
Right. And he is starting to dry out a little bit.
I think he is.
He's not quite as wet as he was.
And you can see, yeah, and I can't believe how short the naps are.
Yeah, takes little bitty naps.
And it's hard to believe. Ooh, look, that one's starting to zip.
Oh my goodness, it sure is. Look at that. I wonder if that one's gonna zip right now.
It already started zipping.
A minute ago I saw yep, there goes the little beak.
Maybe the other one. Ooh, that one almost picked open that one. The corners cross.
Yeah, they'll peck at each other.
We might watch 2 chickies hatch in this one video. Probably not though.
We'll see.
We'll take another video of the next one hatching though.
We'll see. I may not want to stand here for 20 minutes with a video camera. I've got other things to do. I've got a new batch of...
Here.
Okay. We'll see.
One of these ones dies and not in the incubator.
No, baby. They can sit for up to 10 days. As long as you don't start incubating them.
That's how Lightyear was still alive when we incubated him.
I don't remember all the scenarios around that. The one that I call Mr. Tumnus.
Yeah.
I just remember that you stuck eggs in the incubator. And I said, those aren't going to hatch. They're not fertile.
And you're wrong.
And then I ignored them, and one of them hatched.
And that was actually the one that I wanted to put in a one. But then you said, but if it hatches, it would want some other chickies to be with it.
That's true. That is the one. So we put the others in, and the others didn't hatch. Baby, you keep
And he
bouncing
had
that.
he had a giant brown spot along the bottom of it. On the bottom.
Is that right? You do just want to reach in
And on the
there.
top of it. What?
I do just want to reach in there and help him out. He doesn't need help. It's just tempting to do. But it would not really be helpful to him. I do need to add some moisture to the incubator.
Wow, that one's zipping fast.
It's made quite a hole there.
Probably because there's already a chicken full of hatch.
Hey, baby.
And we're probably gonna cut a. And if I do stand watching the other one, then we're probably gonna cut out the middle part, like between.
Baby, now you're bouncing me.
She's upside down now.
Yeah, she is. Cutie pie, look at those little feet.
That should be your name, Cutie Pie.
Okay. Look at those little feet.
Do you think that's a good name?
It's a great name, baby.
You think that's what we're
There she
gonna
goes.
name her?
Baby, we'll name her whatever you guys end up calling her. I'm kind of past feeling like I need to name the chickens. If you want to name her Cutie Pie, you call her Cutie Pie.
Hey, Cutie Pie. You know, it would be weird if there was a pink chicken.
That would be very weird.
Pink.
She's just talking and talking. Now, part of what she's doing instinctually is if she had a mama, her mama would be reaching under there to help groom her and tuck her into a nice comfy position. And you see how she's kind of bouncing this other egg around. That's not a big deal. If they were laying around on the ground, she'd be rolling it all over the place.
And it still probably would hatch before it's done.
It would probably still hatch. I've just had better luck not letting them kick them all over the place.
Do you think the Cornish one is gonna hatch?
I think it is, yeah. Still spinning around in circles.
Are you more sure or not sure that the Silky is gonna hatch?
I'm very less sure that the Silky is going to hatch because it didn't look very alive the last time we candled.
Yeah, but
Alright.
the other ones were just resting because they were breathing.
Alright, well that, you all, is what it looks like for a chicken to hatch. You are starting to see her dry out already a little bit.
I don't see it.
And this one is just getting started.
And there will be a whole bunch of black and white once she dries out, but in this one there's actually a lot of yellow. Look.
Right, it's yellow when the yellow turns into white when they grow up.
Oh.
All right, say bye-bye, baby. Night, night.
Cheep, cheep,
Have a
cheep,
nice
cheep.
nap.